name's Phil Lebkuecher. We're going to talk a little bit about how to plan for a successful retirement. And just very excited to be with you. And we're going to share some overall concepts. And basically, planning for retirement, we're going to break it down into two main sections. First, we're going to talk about savings. In the savings phase, obviously, this is the work years, okay? And a way to think of this is money in. And I want you to think about, if you look at the little chart that's on the bottom right there, we're bringing money in and we're building. We're increasing the accounts. We're doing that. We're making money and we're working on keeping some of that money. So we've got money that's coming in the door and we're using that to establish the financial foundation of a successful retirement. Any type of long-term goal, you've got to set the successful habits to get there. Those types of habits are, first off, if you're making $4,000 a month, make sure that you're able to capture at least 10 to 20% of that in savings is ideal. So we're looking, if you're making a gross of $4,000 a month, we want to save $400 to $800 a month and have that going into accounts. That's the kind of habit that you're going to need in order to build up those accounts to have the long-term success. It's also the habit of contributing, and you can do this into a lot of different accounts. You need to be familiar with, they're called qualified accounts, but think of these things such as a 401k or a 403b at work, depending on if you work for a for-profit or a nonprofit. They're basically the same, but they are retirement accounts. If you are an independent contractor or you work with a small business that does not have a 401k or a 403b, then you're looking at IRAs and Roth IRAs and SEPs, which is a simplified employee pension plan. Set the habit of knowing what these accounts are. Talk to your tax professionals, talk to your financial advisors. Make sure that you've got a habit of being able to put money into where it goes most efficiently. Then monitor and increase. And this is a balance. Will was talking about it. You know, when you look at CNBC and all in Fox Business or whatever it is that you're looking at, particularly if it's on TV, you're going to see they're not out there trying to give you financial advice and help you in a financial sense. What they're trying to do is they're trying to sell advertising dollars. And if you're using them to, what they want is they want to see that you were locked in on this. And there's this healthy balance between monitoring your accounts, seeing what you're doing, making sure that you're on a right track, and not being sucked into the TV screen all the time. Or also have folks that, they get their account statements in the mail. Don't bother to open them, throw them in the mail. Maybe they're going to the house that they had 10 years ago, the address they had 10 years ago. Make sure that you're monitoring and you're keeping up with this. And then finally, on the savings side, make sure that you're increasing. When I first got started in being able to contribute into an IRA, you could contribute $3,000. Now, if you're over the age of 55, it's like $7,000. There's huge increases. And make sure that you're following along with those increases, okay? You want to keep saving more and more, particularly as you're making more and more over your life. Then you hit retirement. Then you're saying, all right, I'm not going to be going into work every day. And we're going to shift from a savings phase to a spending phase, basically. Okay. And this is where money is now headed out. Okay. So you'll have income that's coming in. Maybe you have a pension, Social Security, those kinds of things. And hopefully at the first phase of your retirement, what you get is that those inflows keep money from flowing out. But most of us, particularly if we have longevity, are going to reach some point that Social Security or a pension doesn't cover all of it, okay, because of inflation. So we need to keep the same habits, the same good discipline habits that we had when we were saving. And I like to call this dance with the one that brought you. So if you've developed these great habits over decades, it is a little bit of a shift in habits, but take that discipline of habits and apply that to your spending to make sure that we're not spending too much, particularly on frivolous things. All love to go on a vacation. I get that. But what I see is all of a sudden people retire and it's like, man, I've got this money into my account and it's burning a hole in that account and I got to go do something. Don't fall into that. And we're also going to adjust the monitor. We need to monitor what we're doing, particularly monitor your spending, and then we need to adjust that spending as we go. This is a brief overview, but when you sit down and you really start to formulate your thoughts, your feelings to take action on your retirement, whether if you're in the spending phase or saving phase, or you're already even in the spending phase, if you have questions on this, let us know. We're here to help.